Hey everybody, it's Brad Montgomery. Today we're talking about fat jokes and vaccines. All right, so fat jokes, are you serious? 2021 fat jokes? Here's the deal. I just talked to a guy who advises me about my website, and it turns out one of the most, get this, one of the most popular search terms that people search in and then end up at my website is fat jokes. And the reason why is way back in 2008 or 9, I wrote a blog about fat jokes, and I referenced a USA Today article that fat jokes are not funny. And I said, I agree, fat jokes are not funny. And that was it. It was a short post. But I'm telling you now, in 2021, one of the most popular ways people get to my website is to talk about fat jokes. So let's just be clear. Do you seriously think fat jokes are funny? Because are you crazy? Aren't we past that we're going to make fun of people's personal physical characteristics? Are we not past that in 2021? And if you're not, like what year are you in? And why are you searching fat jokes? Are you searching them because you're angry at them and you just want to find fat jokes that you can leave comments about? This is angry. Or are you searching fat jokes because you think they're funny and you were hoping my website would have funny fat jokes? What a disappointment that must have been. I'm just curious. So if you're willing and you're one of the people that's interested in fat jokes, would you tell me why? What is the interest? Years ago, I opened for Louis Anderson, and that was, by the way, very fun. And he's a very nice man. Hanging out with him a little bit afterwards, really nice guy. A huge portion of his stand-up set, and this was a long time ago, was about him being overweight. He went on, and I gotta say, I was laughing and the audience was rolling, but there was a little bit of a cringe factor, I think, even though he was talking about his own weight with self-deprecating humor. There was a little bit of me that was just awkward then, and it seemed like he met the rule, which is, well, I guess you can make fun of yourself, and if he thought that was a topic that he could make fun of, all the power to him. But even that didn't feel good. So what's my point? I don't have a point, except for why are people searching fat jokes and why are they coming to my website? You're welcome. Come on into my website, but what the heck? That's the first thing I wanted to tell you about my people. And the second is I want to talk to you about vaccines. Get one. All right, so I love my kids, and one of my kids just told me that he got a shot. It's a little bit sketchy, but he got it anyway because, the pros outweigh the cons. And I said, excuse me, what are the cons? And he's like, well, it's a little sketchy. We don't really know about the science on it. Yes, we do. So if you have been watching this channel, you know that I've been hanging out with Dr. Elaine Morato. She's the founding dean at the Parkinson School of Public Health at Loyola. She is a big deal. She is an epidemiologist. She's Dr. Elaine Morato. And also, she worked in the FDA in the approval process, not of vaccines, but of other drugs. So she was super hypersensitive. And I direct you back to my early blog post with Elaine. It's just data, people. There's no opinion. There's no I think it's sketchy. We don't know. We know. The science is super clear. And what Dr. Elaine Morato was telling me was that the sample size that the scientists used to test these vaccines was insanely large, much larger than it has to be, larger than it is for many drugs that are already approved and no one says they're sketchy. That's the first thing, is the sample size was huge. And again, that's not opinion, that's just fact. And the sample size said, go for it. And the second thing, gosh, I'm on a soapbox, aren't I? I think I'm on a soapbox. The second thing to notice is how many millions of people have been vaccinated with Johnson and Pfizer and Moderna. How many millions have been vaccinated since they got emergency approval? And tell me those data scientists are not measuring data since it was approved. And they are, because there's so much writing on this. So it was kind of weird for me because my own kid was saying, well, it's kind of sketchy. And I'm like, where are you getting that? Because it's not kind of sketchy. This is not opinion. This is not we're waiting to find out. This is what we know. There are people who have had negative reactions to the vaccines, but the number of reactions is infinitesimally small compared to the number of people who did not. And that tiny number is not something that scientists say That is important. That is an insignificant number. So go ahead and check my work. I dare you. My own kid. All right, so let me know what you think. Fat jokes, are they funny? No, they're not funny. Why are people searching fat jokes? I don't know. And go get your vaccine. It's not opinion. It's not a liberal conservative thing. It's just data. The data says this is good. And make no mistake, this is not just for you, and it's not just for your aging parents. This is something we need to do as a planet. We need to get all of us vaccinated, and so go get yours as soon as it's offered. My name is Brad Montgomery. Ooh, I was on a rant today. Make it a great day.